Alright, welcome back for some more easy blues harmonica, and we've been working so hard recently with all our arpeggios and scales before that, I just want to sit back, relax and play a little bit of a vamp. And I was thinking, have I played that sort of vamp before? Probably, because it's one of my favourite things to do when I'm just sort of sitting back and relaxing. But that's a bit of the style that I'm sort of going for with my YouTube channel. A few people have written recently, thanks very much for doing another lesson on arpeggios. A few people have had successes, get a few little solos and things going. It's starting to sort of come together. And that's the thing that I sort of want to do. I don't really want to do new things, because I want to sort of show you guys like literally what I use to play the blues. And all I really use to play the blues is a bit of a vamp, have a few different scales so I can do a solo, and yeah, some arpeggios sort of help give me some ideas and things when I'm doing stuff. So there's not a lot of techniques and things that I want to sort of cover, but I was also thinking about Jason's video that he put out recently about, can I just blow into this instrument? Like, why do I need to use music theory? Why someone like me, where we just sort of said these are very simple things, why do I concentrate on arpeggios and scales and those sort of things? Well, realistically, we don't have a piano here. We have more of tuned percussion. So like this is a diatonic instrument, and if you're playing it in the right key and in the right sort of style, everything it does will sound pretty cool. Like that sort of first position stuff, everything basically works on the harmonica. And by like a little fluke of design, for blues, second position, where basically you just breathe in more than you breathe out, every key on this, every hole, sounds pretty cool. Like all I was doing then was just breathing in, going down the holes, blah, 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 blah. So anything that you do will work on the harmonica. And yeah, that tuned percussion sort of style was what I was like sort of thinking of, because like when I do my little vamp, like what am I actually doing? Like how do I make those sort of sounds? So playing a lot of holes at once, I generally pucker. I don't really tongue block a lot. That was like a tongue block sort of thing. But you can use either. You can tongue block or pucker. You should learn both. They're useful to play both. A lot of people go on about how tongue blocking is great and gives you the best sound and everything. Realistically, I'd say no. I predominantly pucker. My teacher predominantly puckers. You don't need the tongue block to sound awesome, but it does easily give you that sort of sound. So what did I sort of mean a little bit by like tuned percussion? So when I sort of like to vamp along, I get a bit of a rhythm going. So I'm breathing in, and then I'm and that's why I was sort of like thinking about like percussion and the effects and things. I want to sort of talk about that mostly for this sort of video. So if I just do this like by breathing in, that's it. It doesn't like have that sort of sound. Now I changed that a little bit sort of slightly. I went ta-ta. So I use like a tack, it's called tonguing for wind instruments, where you go ta or pa or ka to give you that sort of abrupt start rather than just breathing out, or in the harmonica's case, breathing in. So if I get more and more percussive with that, so instead of going, I go, Now, if I'm really percussive, like harmonicas are only small, you can breathe fairly forcefully, it sort of gets too hard, like. So it's just nice and relaxed. So you go between that extreme of. Now, one of the other things that I do, and this is very much a technique that I learned from Jason, is you need to get the air out when you're playing harmonica, but you don't always need to breathe out. So like, I can go. Actually, I'll play these two so you can hear the difference between the one where I like just breathe out without the harmonica and the one where I breathe out through the harmonica. Hopefully that dog will stop singing. So there's some variations and things you can do there. So that's what I'm talking about, like tuned percussion. One of the other things I've been listening to this week is Victor Wooten, and he really influences like this style of teaching that I want to do, which is more inclusive, getting everybody together to play, not so much, this is what level you're at, you need to progress, 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 progress. No, Victor said he used to learn like a family, like there was brothers, family would get together, mum and dad, everyone would get together and play music. So yeah, like even if you're just sort of starting off, you go. So once I've got that going, what did I add to it? Well, I usually like to sort of do some bends. So like 2-hole draw, 2-hole double bend, 1-hole draw. So 2-hole, 2-hole draw, 2-hole draw, 2 holes double bend, 1-hole draw. The other one I like to do is the 3-hole half-step bend. So do. And just with that, you've got everything that you sort of need to basically sit back and just vamp along. Like, usually like to have a bit of a beat going with these sort of things. I don't have my like metronomes or anything playing in the background at the moment, so I just wanted to be sort of like nice and relaxed. It's sort of like a Sunday today, so like, pretty laid back. We've put a bit of a beat with it. Yeah, got a bit of a foot stomp here. Just keep that vamping along forever. Yeah, nice sort of tuned percussion sound. So if you want to put some little solos and things like that in it, remember we've got like our arpeggios, we've got our scales. So if you want to use like the arpeggio that we've been doing recently, like just on the 1, like so 2 draw, 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw, so there's not even any bends. So get our vamp going. Oh, notice how everything I do is intentional. So like I never really start. I'm always. It's something I noticed my teachers, all of them, they all seem to do. They all like sort of start into something with harmonica, and that's what tends to make them sound sort of cool. So yeah, something I sort of copied as well. So. See there, just by changing that rhythm, using a few less notes, using a few extra notes, plenty of things that you've got to explore and like move around with and play. So yeah, this is what I sort of like, that vampy sort of style is like to relax, think of like tuned percussion. What is tuned percussion? I never actually mentioned that. It's an orchestral term. It's things like timpanis, you know, those big kettle drums. Also xylophones would fit into that sort of thing. You could argue that a piano would also fit into tuned percussion. But the thing with like percussion is like it's usually a very fast attack. Not a lot of sustain in percussion. You might go, yeah, a bit of a drum roll sort of thing. That wasn't the best one, but anyhow. But yeah, so there's not a lot of long held notes. Is a wind instrument thing, very much the forte of like singers and wind instruments. Violins do it a little bit with their bowing, but everything else pretty much has a bit of abrupt attack. It sort of fades away, and they don't have a lot of control with how it fades. So and the rhythm of it is like, for me, I tend to do like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 bun bun ba bun 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 bun. So that's all I'm sort of thinking in my head, and I just want to keep that sort of going. So I've got lots of percussive. Got my another percussive sort of sound. So yeah, everything that you can sort of add in to get that little vampy sort of rhythmy thing sort of going. So let's play along. We'll just like finish off with just one sort of together. So we'll go 1 2 3 4.